Over 60, this grain fights sarcopenia and rebuilds muscle fast. After 60, many people turn to protein shakes, gym routines, or supplements to support their muscles, and those can absolutely help. But what if there was something else? Something simple, nourishing, and already in your pantry that could quietly rebuild strength and restore lasting energy. New research is now uncovering the hidden power of ancient grains, how they support aging muscles, steady your energy, and even reduce inflammation naturally. In today's video, we'll reveal 7 of the most promising grains backed by peer-reviewed science, so you can add them to your routine with confidence. Before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button to get simple, science-backed health tips delivered to you every day. Now let's begin with the first grain. It may look humble, but inside, it holds the key to overnight muscle recovery. Amaranth, the forgotten grain that rekindles strength. Amaranth is one of the most overlooked grains when it comes to rebuilding strength after 60, yet it's one of the most powerful. What makes it different isn't just that it's ancient or gluten-free. It's that it contains a rare combination of nutrients that directly support aging muscles. Unlike most grains, amaranth provides all 9 essential amino acids, especially lysine and methionine. Lysine is vital for repairing and rebuilding muscle fibers. Without it, your body struggles to recover from daily wear and tear, no matter how much protein you eat. Lysine acts like the ignition key for muscle synthesis. It turns on the process that allows your cells to take protein and rebuild strength where it's needed. Alongside lysine, amaranth also provides a natural fat compound called squalene. This works like an internal shield, protecting your cells from oxidative damage. Over time, stress, pollution, and even normal aging cause harmful molecules, called free radicals, to build up. These molecules chip away at your muscle cells and slow down recovery. Squalene helps neutralize them before they can do harm. It also supports the mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells that convert oxygen into usable energy. In older adults, mitochondria naturally lose efficiency. That's why a task like walking uphill or lifting groceries can suddenly feel harder than it used to. But squalene helps keep those cellular engines running cleaner and longer. Amaranth also contains natural peptides, tiny protein fragments that work like signaling messengers. These peptides have been shown to support blood pressure regulation, stabilize blood sugar, and lower silent inflammation throughout the body. When blood sugar fluctuates or inflammation runs high, your muscles lose their ability to recover and grow. So keeping those systems in balance is essential if you want to regain strength, stay active, and feel steady on your feet. In 2024, researchers Patel, Baines, and Chawla published a comprehensive review confirming that amaranth offers all 9 essential amino acids, high levels of squalene, and a rich mix of minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron. They also highlighted amaranth's ability to lower chronic inflammation and support healthy metabolic function, especially in older adults. In the same year, Lakatushu and colleagues reported that amaranth improves cholesterol profiles by lowering LDL and raising HDL, which improves circulation and nutrient delivery to muscle tissue. That better blood flow directly supports strength, stamina, and balance. Another 2024 study by Kumar and his team explained how lysine in amaranth supports collagen production, a key factor not just for muscles, but for keeping joints strong and tendons resilient. That means amaranth doesn't just help you move, it helps you move safely and comfortably. To prepare amaranth, rinse it under cool water to remove dust or debris, then soak it for 4 to 6 hours or overnight if you can. This step reduces natural compounds like phytic acid and tannins, which can interfere with mineral absorption, something especially important for older adults who need every bit of calcium, iron, and zinc to support muscle and bone. Once soaked, drain and rinse again. Then cook it using 1 part amaranth to 2.5 parts water. Bring it to a boil, then reduce to a simmer and let it gently cook for 20 minutes. Stir occasionally. The result will be soft, warm, and slightly creamy, like a nutty oatmeal. For a nourishing breakfast, add a pinch of cinnamon, some sliced banana, and a splash of coconut milk. For a savory version, try it with garlic sautéed greens and a soft egg on top, or stir it into vegetable broth with herbs for a healing, muscle-supporting porridge. Some even use amaranth flour for baking flatbreads or find it in protein bars designed for recovery, however you choose to enjoy it. Amaranth gives your muscles what they've quietly needed: real nourishment, deep repair, and steady energy, not from pills, but from the kind of food your body understands. Number 2. Teff, the tiny grain that protects your blood sugar and bones. Teff may be the smallest grain in the world, but it holds one of the biggest secrets to metabolic strength and balance after 6. Unlike refined carbohydrates that spike and crash your blood sugar, Teff digests slowly. Its natural starches are resistant to rapid breakdown, giving your body a steady release of energy across several hours. This is especially important for seniors managing insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. When energy arrives gradually, your pancreas doesn't have to scramble. Insulin stays calm. Your blood sugar doesn't swing, and your body finally gets a break from the exhausting highs and lows that wear out muscles and drain your stamina. But Teff's benefits go beyond blood sugar. The fiber inside this grain isn't just for digestion. It acts like a garden for your gut. It feeds the good bacteria that live in your intestines. In return, those microbes produce something powerful: short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs. One of them, butyrate, reduces inflammation, strengthens your gut lining, and communicates with your immune system. Another, acetate, helps regulate cholesterol. This prebiotic effect means Teff supports not just digestion, but systemic resilience. Your gut gets stronger, your immunity steadier, and even your mood may feel more grounded. Digging deeper, Teff is also a source of critical amino acids that most grains lack, especially methionine and threonine. These two are rarely mentioned, but quietly essential. Methionine supports your liver's ability to process fats and detoxify. Threonine helps rebuild joint tissue and maintain a healthy intestinal wall. Together with Teff's natural calcium and iron, they make this tiny grain not just food, but functional nourishment. Think of it as fuel for the organs that keep you moving: your liver, your gut, your muscles, and your bones. And then there's its antioxidant load. Teff contains polyphenols that neutralize oxidative stress, a major culprit behind aging muscles, brain fog, and immune decline. These antioxidants calm chronic low-grade inflammation, especially in blood vessels, where damage can quietly accumulate for years before symptoms appear. All of this is not just theory. In 2023, a narrative review titled "Nutritional Values of Teff in Diabetic Patients" confirmed that Teff's slow-digesting carbohydrates help improve glucose control, reduce insulin spikes, and lower oxidative stress. It also highlighted Teff's effect on lipid metabolism, showing how it helps regulate cholesterol and reduce fat buildup in the liver, making it an ideal choice for aging adults at risk of metabolic syndrome. Another study from the International Journal of Food Science in 2022 reported that Teff's micronutrients and bioactive compounds helped reduce systemic inflammation and supported cardiovascular health in both animal and human models. So, how can you bring Teff into your kitchen? Start by rinsing it gently under cool water. Because of its tiny size and soft outer layer, Teff doesn't need soaking like other whole grain. Use 1 part Teff to 3 parts water or broth. Bring to a boil, then reduce heat and simmer uncovered for 15 to 20 minutes. Stir occasionally. The final result will be soft and creamy, almost like a fine porridge, but with a mild, earthy flavor that pairs well with both sweet and savory dishes. For a breakfast bowl, try adding cinnamon, chopped apple, and a splash of almond milk. The warmth and fiber will keep you satisfied until lunch. For a savory version, cook it in low-sodium vegetable broth. Then stir in steamed spinach, roasted sweet potato, and a spoon of tahini. This combination delivers magnesium for nerves, fiber for digestion, and protein for strength, all in one dish. Teff flour is also excellent for gluten-free baking. You can use it to make flatbreads, pancakes, or even muffins. In Ethiopia, it's used in injera, a fermented bread that's gentle on the gut and full of prebiotic value. Number 3. Quinoa, the ancient seed that rebuilds muscle and restores energy. Quinoa may look small, just tiny little seeds, but inside, it holds a powerful secret that helps tired bodies recover and aging muscles rebuild. What makes quinoa so unique isn't just that it's packed with protein, it's how that protein works inside your body. When quinoa protein is broken down, especially in a form called quinoa protein hydrolysate, or QPH. It becomes even more absorbable. These small protein fragments, or peptides, slip through the gut lining more easily, giving your body fast access to the materials it needs to repair, protect, and energize your muscles. But what happens next is where quinoa truly shines. Once inside, it flips on a set of special cell protectors in your body, starting with something called the NRF2/H1 pathway. Think of this like a master switch for your antioxidant defenses. NRF2 is the sensor that detects stress, and H1 is the firefighter it calls in. When turned on, your body makes more of its own healing enzymes like glutathione and superoxide dismutase that clean up cellular damage, reduce fatigue, and protect your tissues from wear and tear. At the same time, quinoa helps calm chronic, hidden inflammation. It lowers the production of chemical messengers called TNF-alpha and IL-6. These two substances are part of your body's emergency alarm system, but in aging or overworked bodies, they often stay on for too long, leading to stiff joints, slower healing, and constant tiredness. By dialing them down naturally, quinoa helps bring peace back to your cells, but it doesn't stop there. Quinoa also boosts your internal energy factory, your mitochondria. These are the tiny engines inside your muscle cells that turn food into energy. Quinoa activates a protective system known as PGC1-alpha, NRF1, and TFAM. Don't worry about the names. Just know this. It's like tuning up your battery. Your muscles start generating energy more efficiently, especially when they've been drained by age, stress, or illness. And if your body's glucose levels are low, quinoa helps create new energy from proteins and fats through a process called gluconeogenesis, with the help of two key enzymes called G6PAC and PepCK. These act like the tools in your liver's toolbox, building fresh fuel when you need it most. All of this has been proven in research. In 2025, scientists, led by Yuanrong Tuo, studied quinoa protein and hydrolysate in mice forced to swim until exhaustion. The results were remarkable. The quinoa group swam longer, had lower levels of fatigue markers like lactic acid and urea nitrogen, and stored more glycogen, the body's fuel, in their muscles and liver. The study even identified 31 biological targets related to energy and inflammation, showing how quinoa supports the body on multiple fronts. Another study from 2022, published in the journal Animals, revealed quinoa's effect on muscle repair in aging mice with muscle injuries. Quinoa protein increased levels of myogenin and MyH1, two key genes that signal the body to rebuild and strengthen damaged muscle fibers. This makes quinoa especially valuable for older adults recovering from illness, injury, or long periods of immobility. If you've ever felt like your strength takes longer to come back than it used to, this tiny seed could help turn the tide. Now, how can you use quinoa in your kitchen? Start by rinsing the seeds under cool water. This removes natural coating compounds that can taste bitter. Then, cook 1 part quinoa with 2 parts water. Bring it to a boil, then lower the heat and simmer for 15 minutes. The grains will soften and release little spiral tails. These are a sign it's perfectly done. For breakfast, try quinoa porridge. Just mix it with almond milk, banana slices, and a dash of cinnamon. It's warm, easy to digest, and gives long-lasting energy. At lunch or dinner, use quinoa, like rice, under stir-fried vegetables, mixed with grilled salmon, or tossed into a bean salad. If chewing is hard, you can blend cooked quinoa into a soft mash with herbs and olive oil. And if you're recovering from an injury or illness, quinoa is especially helpful. Its protein and peptides go straight to work, healing, strengthening, restoring. That's just the beginning. We've covered 3 powerful grains that support strength, energy, and healthy aging, but there's still more. In the next video, you'll discover 4 more science-backed grains that can help protect your muscles, calm inflammation, and even support blood sugar balance. So don't miss it. Hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you in part 2.